is how I play the game! Oh my god! What the fuck?
Holy shit! That is an epic fucking intro, dude. And I have to warn everyone. Warning. What you may see right now is going to be absolutely disgusting. Sound good?
Sounds good to me.
Before we begin, just want to let everyone know up front, I am tuckered out today. Reason being, I did not get a very good sleep. Last night, Jasper Kitty had some issues. He was throwing up in the middle of the night a couple of times. And every time that happens, obviously, you can't just let it go. You have to clean it up. So I was awoken multiple times over the course of the night to clean up some yuckiness. For those who have cats, you know that this happens all the time. Sometimes cats throw up. Sometimes cats pee everywhere if they got a problem down there. You know, all kinds of stuff going on. And it just happened to be one of those nights. So I did not have a great, consistent sleep last night. I had my sleep broken up multiple times. As a result, it's just life. It's not a big deal. It's just a fact. So I'm waiting. My coffee is kicking in like right now. Like I had my coffee about an hour ago, and so now it's actually getting into my system, and I'm starting to get the caffeine and feel a little better. But you know, did not have a very sound sleep, and because of that, you know, it is what it is. I'm gonna do my best. The good news is today's reACK day, right? Like today is the day when we relax together.
Oh my god! If you don't tip me today, now I can't get dinner for Jasper Kitty.
Honestly, those streams are what make the channel viable, because if it weren't for those streams, the channel makes, no exaggeration, less than $1 a day on ad revenue, and for the effort going into that channel, meaning finding the old videos, uploading them from archived slow hard drives, getting those videos edited together into longer parts, running them through an AI upscaler that makes the video better, that makes the audio clearer, re-uploading those as half-hour parts, putting them into a playlist, retitling each part, meaning I have to watch each and every part that's been uploaded to that channel to know how to title it. It's a lot of work for me and the editors that are working on that channel, and I'm making less than $1 a day doing it, okay? So, these retro reACK streams essentially are the times when people come to the channel and have been watching the streams and supporting the streams with memberships, super chats, and tips, and that makes the channel viable. Again, if it weren't for that, the channel would basically be a bust, alright? So, they've been going really well, and the way I've been running it is every other Sunday I've been doing it on like a Sunday night, okay? But now in the month of March, here's the deal. Here's what's going on. I have to work on a couple things. Number one, I have to work on my taxes. I have half the information together, but the other half of the information is the most difficult part. Literally going through everything that I made and spent in 2023, line by line, plugging this into a spreadsheet, calculating totals. It's very arduous and tedious. It takes a while, all right? I gotta pull data from so many different places. It's just, it's annoying, but you have to do it. Our government forces us to do it, so I gotta do it every year. All right, I gotta do it. It's due by April, but, you know, my tax guy wants it as soon as possible, so I was like, I gotta take time in March to do this. There's no real deadline, but I have to do it. The way I see it, the sooner the better. Get the information done as soon as possible. That way we don't have to worry about, oh no, Phil has to take time away from streaming to do this shit. So, that's number one. Number two, I'm gonna have some private patron videos to do in the month of March. How many, I don't know. I'm being told that might be upwards of 2+ hours of reACK videos that I have to make, or not reACK videos, just private patron videos. Some of them will be reACK, some of them will be like Q&A stuff. And if that's the case, if it really is that big of a chunk, I can't squeeze in 2+ hours of private videos between streams. It's a big chunk. So it essentially means that in March, I'm going to have to take a couple night streams off in order to do this stuff. Okay?
I'm pretty good at complaining.
So here's the thing. Someone had said in the chat this morning, man, I wonder if 3 weeks in a row, if it's going to end up being heavy rain on the retro reACK stream that Phil is doing on DsP Throwback. And I said, I guess we're probably not doing a retro reACK stream next week, because I'm going to have to do some of this stuff. I either have to work on taxes or do the private patron videos, or both, depending on what, you know, what's available at what, depends on how quick the patrons request what they want.
I'm both my own biggest fan and worst enemy at the same exact time. Pretty remarkable, is it not?
I will not be surprised if you ignore this post. Well, does it sound like I'm ignoring it? I'm reading it right now. Number one, you made chat an integral part of your gameplay so much that the sense of exploration or adventure when you touch a new title is evaporated. You rely on your chat For more innocuous decisions and solutions, you abandon enjoyment in watching a streamer discovering a mechanic or overcoming a hurdle. Consider the rule you have about spoilers from your own chat rules and actually applying it. When it's okay to ask for chat's input from time to time, you have become more aware. You straddle the line for aid to over-reliance. So basically what you're saying is you don't like the Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough. Because that's what this is, because this doesn't apply to literally any other playthrough. It only applies to the Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough. Every playthrough that I do, everybody knows it's in the rules. You're not to outright spoil. You're not to tell me what to do. You're not going to do plot points. You're not going to do combat. I have to figure it out for myself. If I feel like I'm stuck or there's something I'm not understanding, then I will turn to chat and we'll talk about it, right? But it has to be with my blessing or permission. People who spam spoilers and stuff get banned. It's against the rules. It always has been. The one exception has been Baldur's Gate 3, because since day one with the Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough, it has been, I don't understand this universe. I don't play D&D, so I don't get the lore. I don't understand dice rolls. I certainly don't understand the meticulous rule set of the combat of Baldur's Gate 3. This is all new to me, right? Imagine if you were walking into a building and everything was written in Greek, right? Now, you kind of know what the building is for, but you can't read anything because it's all written in Greek. So do you just stand there trying to figure out the Greek for yourself with a book, trying to translate on the fly, or do you have someone who's a Greek translator come in with you to tell you what everything is so you can efficiently do things in the building? Which would you prefer? Translating with the book for yourself or having the translator help you? That's essentially what the chat is right now for Baldur's Gate 3. They're translating this very foreign game into a language I can understand. So I'm finding as much as I can, and then if I happen to have missed one or two things, people will tell me. So for example, I was about to enter Baldur's Gate yesterday, and someone was like, no, listen, you actually missed out. There's a fun area underneath where you are. If you go explore, you'll find it, and there's some optional combat. Now, I didn't even know what the combat was, but I listened to them. I went down there, I found it, and that way we got a little bit more. And by the way, doing that combat led to a discovery of a map. That map led us into an alternate area, into this fort. That allowed us to do a side mission to rescue someone from the prison and have an escape route. So if that person had not recommended to me, hey, here's something you completely missed, go check it out, we wouldn't have done any of that. So is that what you want? You want a playthrough where I skip a ton of content because it's easily missable because that's how the game developers made it? Or, well knowing that I'm not going back to Baldur's Gate 3 to do a second run, would you prefer that I do most of the content in the first one? Because that's the difference between you and me. You very well may like Baldur's Gate 3 enough that you go back and do multiple runs. I can't. I'm a variety streamer. I've already put 100 hours in. This playthrough is going to be like 130, 140 hours. I can't go back and play it again. So I have to do all the meaningful stuff in one run. If you have a problem with people helping me to find the content, then don't watch the playthrough. Play it for yourself 7 times.
Well, I think I'm toxic now.
There's nothing wrong with that, but telling me that I'm taking too much input from my chat when it's literally only applies to one playthrough, and it's because of a very specific circumstance that was explained up front when I started the playthrough. It was even a big disclaimer on part 1. This will be a very interactive playthrough. The only reason I'm playing it is because I said that I wanted people to help me with it because I don't get it, and I know this is going to be a giant learning curve, and I'm going to need this kind of aid, and I know it's a one-time run, so let's do it all at once. This was all explained up front. If you didn't listen, that's on you, not on me. But that's the point. I can read between the lines and stuff like this. This person is so upset. The first thing they say is, I wouldn't be surprised if you skip this comment. So, by the way, stop taking suggestions from your stream chat. What are you talking about? Right? Literally, when I start playing a game, the first thing that people say, okay, so here's what you're going to do. You're going to go through that door, you're going to head right. There's an enemy there hiding. Don't get hit by that enemy. Then dodge left and right. None of that happens. You're an idiot. You're a liar. All right? What you're trying to do is you're trying to create a straw man. And then you present that straw man as a fact. It's not a fact. It's the straw man you created to present an argument that it's fallible. It's false. It's a false narrative. Okay? If you don't like Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough because of the way I've done it, don't watch it. Play it yourself. And don't try to generalize comments like this because it just makes you look stupid. Okay? Cool.
Oh my god, he's drinking wheelchair donations.
Continue on now with the show. Guys, again, please support this stream if you can. This is really the only income I get for the channel is the memberships and income from the stream. That's it. I don't get... Already, this video is going to get claimed, the last one, because of the clip that got claimed, the documentary clip. So, you know, please support if you can. My goal, at least to hit the tier 1 tips goal for today at 50 bucks. That would be great if we could do that. Anything in addition to that is also much appreciated. Okay?
Wait, I'm miserable. This is Invisible Stan!
The brother of the Invisible Man! Not a favorite of the fans here
What?
in Jersey City! As the booze ran out for Invisible Stan!
You're kidding. The Invisible Man versus Invisible Stan. They pretended 2 people were wrestling, and they weren't really there. You've got to be fucking kidding me. What else? What are we watching? What the fuck? You saw that, right? That's not what the video is. There's other bad things in the video. You saw that, right? When I fast forwarded. So whoever submitted this video was hoping that I was going to play that and basically, like, get banned on YouTube. You saw that, right? So now I gotta find out who this is and I gotta ban them. Okay. Good thing we didn't watch the whole video, huh? Alright. You saw that in the thumbnail, right? I'm not seeing things. You saw that, right? So hold on a second. Pardon me. Actually, I don't have to get up. I'm right here on my laptop. Okay? Pardon me while I ban someone on YouTube quickly. Hold on.
So let's find who submitted this. Oh, guess what? They already deleted their comment because they think that they're funny. Like they deleted it so that I can't find it. Yeah. All right. I'll have to check into it later. And try to remember who that was. Because, yeah, basically this person posted up this video pretending like it was something it's not. Misnamed it, right? And it's not. It's basically some pretty bad stuff that probably no one has caught on YouTube yet, is what I'm guessing. And that's why it's allowed. So no one really caught to see what it really was. So I'm going to have to take a look and ban them later. Because I can't, right now they actually already deleted their video here. Yeah. They probably did it on purpose. Okay, well that's sad that we got idiots like that. But I'll have to look into that and take care of it. And what I'll do is I'll just keep my eyes peeled later on for this show. I'll have to basically fast forward through each video that's submitted just to be sure some idiot doesn't try to do that again. Right? So there you go. Yeah. What an asshole. And I guarantee you, too, this is a fake, probably someone who did a fake membership, too, in order to do it. Figures.
Thank you all for watching. Again, since this is the final part of the show, I will just emphasize one final time. These streams are basically how I make money on this channel. So if you like the content here, please support it. Today we've gotten one super chat. Literally, one super chat. And the variety of tips, most of them, the $28 of tips came in on the pre-stream. So basically, this stream has made $5, okay? It would be great if you could support the reACK content here. I would really appreciate it if you did. All right? Any way is great. Tips would be appreciated. Like I said, I try to hit the tier 1 tips goal every stream. So it would be great if you could support this show. All right?
That's right. Begging as well. I am one of the biggest beggars on the planet. Everyone knows this. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it for DSP versus the Internet this week. I hope that you enjoyed the show. I thank you all for hanging out with me once again. Remember, if you are a channel member, you get to watch this archive stream right away, which is really cool. As you can see, tips were abysmal. Money, money, money. Where's the money? Well, you know what they say. You heard the saying, spread the cheeks, money for weeks. There's still this back here. And it's still in the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind, and it's always telling me. It's WWE Champions time. I love it. I love it. Is a mobile game addict. Phil has indoctrinated children who send him money. Blatantly milking for money. It's a money pit. It's gone. Just gone like that. In an instant. Fucking gone. I just care about money. I just can't help it. I eBay. Contributions are mandatory. But I need your help. I am appealing directly to you. No decency, no respect, no common sense, no fucking maturity. Is the guy who just doesn't get reality.